Okay, we're going to do a 360 spin in Blender. We'll start with the default scene, which is basically a cube primitive, and we'll actually press tab to go into edit mode and delete that with the delete button and click vertices. We're just going to delete all of the vertices of the object. This actually doesn't delete the object itself. It just makes it so that there's nothing for the faces to cling to, so you don't actually get to see the object as such. But what we're going to do is we're going to actually hold down Control and click around about the middle here. What this has done is it's created an actual single vertex. And what we're going to do for the moment is get rid of these helper handles, so just click that. Now this one point can be extended, so we can literally hold down Control and click somewhere, say over here, and it draws a line, which is an actual spline. Two vertices are connecting together. What we can now do is we can add more to this. We can just say add another line there and say another bit there. Now what we can do is we can move it over a little bit to say here, and again add another line here, here. Let's look about here and here. Now what we've done is we've just drawn what looks like a 2D object there in lines. What we're going to do is we're going to actually spin this on this axis in 360 degrees, and it's going to make copies of itself. So it makes lots of vertices all around, and the faces and other parts of the cube are still there. What they do then is they cling to these vertices, and it creates an actual 3D object. What I'm going to do now is press A to deselect all, B to do a box selection, and literally select these 2 points here, because what we're going to do is we're going to do a X and Y centering. So just sorry, what I'm actually doing, I should probably explain this. I'm pressing S, X and 0, and then pressing enter, and what that's doing is centering these on the X-axis. Then the same with the Y, so S, Y, 0, enter. We're not going to do Z, otherwise it's going to take those two lines and pop them literally there, which is of no use whatsoever to us. So those two are now centered. What we're now going to do is we're going to do another box selection. So press A again, B for box selection, and select the whole of this item here. Now that this has been done, I'm going to actually get rid of these helper parts here as well. Also, we have a 3D cursor here. What we're actually going to do, we're going to click around about the center of the object. You notice this little dot here. Click there. This will be the center of the spin. So when it spins, it's going to spin around in 3D space here. Whoops. In 3D space here, and literally copy itself 360 times. This will actually make duplicate vertices, as in they may overcross each other, but we'll actually deal with that when we actually come to it. But to do the spin, what we do now is we go into the edit pane. Over here on the mesh tools, so there's a little object saying spin. What we do is we choose how many degrees we want to spin by clicking in here and typing them in. So we want 360, enter. Click spin, and actually click here. And if you notice, it's actually spun that out, made copies of each of the vertices and done a 360-degree spin of that object. Now at the moment it's not really up to much. It's what, a pot of some sort, not a very nice one, but it's actually a starting point to start creating projects of different types. What we're actually going to do now is we're going to tab into object mode, literally scale it down a little. Oops. What I done there to do that was pressed S, and now it literally scales it to whatever you wish. You can either type in a number, or you can turn around and move the mouse towards it to scale it down, away from it to scale it up. So I'm going to just scale it down to about that sort of size, and you just click left mouse button and it's scaled. Whilst I'm in this mode, I'm going to actually do set smooth. If you notice, that's actually smoothed it out to an extent, but you've got lots of nasty edges and stuff. The lighting isn't that bad. It's not amazing, but it may be doable for now. Now we're going to go into well, actually, whilst we're here, let's have a quick look. No, I'm going to actually go to this mode here, and I'm going to add a colour of some sort. So we'll go with a mid-range sort of blue. Just keep it nice and simple. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you how it looks at the moment. We're going to actually be changing this, but this is what it actually looks like so far. Not really much to look at, and it's very blocky. But what we can actually do, if we tab into edit mode again, the same sort of area where we did the spin, we want to remove doubles. As I said before, it's going to make duplicates of a lot of the vertices. If we click remove doubles, it'll tell us how many it's going to delete as well. First of all, I need to actually select it though. So we'll press A to deselect all, B to do a box selection and highlight it. See how it's all selected now. What we need to do now is click remove doubles. It's removed 9, so it wasn't that bad. Some of these, it says like 120 odd, so it wasn't as bad as it could have been. But now if we do a quick render to show you the difference, not really that much, but all it is, if there was any seams, there is no seams now, because we've removed the doubles. Otherwise, sometimes it's got like a line going down, and it really doesn't look good at all. What we're going to do to get rid of that sort of blockiness is we're going to add a modifier. We'll do a, where are we, subsurf. We'll subsurface it at about level 3, so 2, 3. Now if we take a quick shaded and tab into object mode, if you notice that's a bit smoother, it's actually starting to look like some sort of a pot or something ceramic. So now we'll do an F12 and basically show you that. So what I'm going to actually do, just as a not a finishing touch as such, just something to kind of, this looks a bit dark around here and here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually, around about here, same height as that. Yeah, probably about, I'm going to say about there. I'm going to press space, add an actual lamp. See how the lighting's changed. Now if we actually do F12 now, it actually looks a bit more, I'd say normal. You can play about with these settings and make it look a heck of a lot better. This is just a simple explanation of the 360 spin, and I think I'll end that here.